Alright, I got to explain colorblindness. I myself am colorblind. It is the lamest disability you can have. It is, you get less pity than people with contact lenses. I mean, no one cares. It's just like a interesting thing to most people. I'm not looking for sympathy or anything. It's just funny to me how people don't even realize it's a thing a lot of times. When they do, they don't realize that it's something you can't change, you know? It's something you're born with. Every time you tell people that you're colorblind, they ask you immediately, this is their response, oh, what color is this? I don't know, I'm colorblind, that's what I'm saying. But colorblindness is not seeing black and white. Basically, it's a genetic mutation, or basically an X-Men. You have a mutation where either the cone or the cone pathway or something is messed up in your eye where you can't perceive a certain type of light. Like there's, I think, 3 different types of cones. There's a red, green, and blue cone. They perceive the different types of color. And the pathway or the cone itself is jacked up when you're born colorblind. And you just don't perceive it the right way. And it ends up happening, is a lot of times you see the second strongest pigment in something. For instance, this is probably going to make a lot of people laugh. It always does. Healthy grass is orange. As orange as one of those smell crayon markers you had in elementary school. It is orange to me. Orange. Until it's dead and dying, when everyone else thinks it's brown, then it looks light green. I don't know. That's what it is. And then you're like, well, how do you know what light green looks like? I don't know. I don't know what I know. Who knows? It's confusing, isn't it? I know what happens is because of my colorblindness, I will perceive the second strongest pigment in a color a lot of times if I can't perceive that exact pigment. So I'll just see like this second most powerful thing. And it ends up happening is I just play this guessing game based on like information that I know about the thing that I'm looking at and what it most likely is. I usually guess the correct color. The problem is matching things, you know, having stuff match, because that's just like a whole new math equation that I can't figure out. Like, what are you talking about? And it's extremely hard to figure out colors though once you start getting all these different shades and mixtures of colors, like teal. What are you talking about? Is it blue? Is it green? Who knows? I can hardly tell any of this stuff anyway. What ends up happening is just really stop caring about fashion and colors in general. And you see things in your own way. It's just pretty neat. Everyone wants to know about it. Everyone wants to ask you what a certain color or something is. Just play along with them. Don't get offended or anything. It's just fun. Really. Have fun with it. But what will end up happening, this is how you become colorblind. You're born with it, but it's carried by women. So there's very few women who are colorblind. It's very unlikely that if you're a woman, you're colorblind. Now you may have the gene, you may be a carrier for it, but you probably aren't. Well, how it'll work most of the time is, so I am colorblind. My sons more than likely will not be colorblind. What'll happen is my daughters will take the gene, and then if they have sons, those sons will be colorblind. The woman carries it, passes it on to her sons. So like my grandpa, my maternal grandpa, he was colorblind. My mom carried the gene, passed it on to my brother and I. And that's how it'll work typically. But yeah, it's not black and white, it's just seeing colors differently, and most people who are colorblind just do not give a crap about colors. A lot of people today will get like kind of annoyed if you just keep asking what a certain color is. And to them I say, don't go around bragging that you're colorblind. You know, I don't flaunt it. It just, if it comes up in conversation. And to me it's just more funny than anything. So I don't understand why some people get offended. But they will. So just be sensitive to it, I guess. If you're around someone who's colorblind, everyone's sensitive about something. Oh, and I got to give a shout out to O&I. There's no sponsorship or whatnot, but O&I, it's Outlook Nebraska Institute, I think. I'm not quite sure what the I is, but they help out visually impaired and the blind. You know, they give them jobs, job training, do recreational things. They actually, if you've worked in the military or the federal government, that's who makes your toilet paper. They have a plant in Omaha, Nebraska, where they make and package and process and send out toilet paper and paper towels and stuff like that. So, and they're a great organization. Look into them, donate to them, whatever they need. I guess they just do really good work for people who need it. So, I gotta give them a shout out. Outlook Nebraska Institute, I think. It's O&I. Just look up O&I. Alright, thank you everybody. This is Colorblindness Explained.